England. Delta News at 10 starts now.
Hey everybody, I'm Kelly Rittenauer. Coming up at 10, state lawmakers announced the projects included in the new bond bills. But first tonight, a man is fatally shot at his own home. The suspect still on the loose. Those stories in a minute. Now here's Eric with a first look at your weather. Eric.
Well, what just a fantastic Sunday we had out there. Started a little bit on the cool side, but that sunshine warmed us up rather quickly as we made it into the mid to upper 60s for an afternoon high. But it looks like as we move into the first part of this week, temperatures are really going to climb as we'll be making it into the 70s for most of every day this week. Could maybe make it into the 80s by the middle of this week. And with that warm temperature, we're going to see the return of some rain. Could we see some thunderstorms by the middle and end of this week? And what is that weekend looking like? Could we even get some showers lingering into next weekend? I'll have all those details in your 7-day in just a little bit. Now back to Kelly.
Thanks, Eric. Good evening and thanks for joining us. Your Delta News at 10 begins in Rolling Fork, where a man is shot to death in his own driveway. Police Chief Cordell Hughes tells our CBS affiliate WJTV 37-year-old Eric Williams was shot in the head. Chief Hughes says the murder happened between 8 and 9 o'clock Saturday evening at Williams' home on Southern Avenue in Rolling Fork. According to family members, Williams was shot in the driveway. They also say the suspect beat Williams' girlfriend and then searched the home. So far, police have not made any arrests, but say they have a few persons of interest. If you have any information about this case, call the Rolling Fork Police Department at 873-2212 or Crime Stoppers. In Greenville, a two-vehicle accident shakes the community. It happened around 8 p.m. last night at the intersection of Highway 454 and Main Street Extended. A Ford Expedition driven by William Martin of Brandon, Mississippi, was traveling westbound on Highway 454 when a 2009 Toyota Highlander, driven by Linda Spencer of Hollandale, attempted to enter onto the highway from Main Street Extended. As she did, Martin collided the front bumper area of his Expedition with the driver's side area of Spencer's Highlander. Spencer was taken to Delta Regional Medical Center and later airlifted to the University Medical Center with moderate to serious injuries. As of this morning, information from UMC was that she had been released. Martin, who was driving the Expedition, was not injured, but passenger Andrew Martin from Lake Village, Arkansas, was taken to Delta Regional Medical Center with moderate injuries. The accident is still under investigation by the Mississippi Highway Patrol. State leaders say the new budget beginning July 1st is mostly agreed upon, but as of earlier this afternoon, they are running behind filing bills. Yesterday was the deadline for House and Senate lawmakers to agree on new bonds. Republican Lieutenant Governor Tate Reeves says Mississippi lawmakers have agreed to borrow about $230 million for construction and economic development projects. Bills passed by the full House and Senate will go to Governor Phil Bryant for his consideration. Plans call for $92.8 million for universities, including $30.5 million for a new medical school building at the University of Mississippi Medical Center. Also included is $23 million for community colleges, $20 million over 3 years for Tupelo's Cooper Tire and Rubber Plant, and $14 million for a history and civil rights museum that the state is building in Jackson. A railroad authority would also be loaned $30 million to buy a rail line from South Haven to Canton. Lawmakers have until Monday night to adopt more than 100 bills that make up the new budget. After a 25-year hiatus, Greenwood hosts a gun and knife show at the LaFleur County Agri-Center. The event was one of the largest Greenwood has ever had, with more than 150 tables of guns and knives sold by nearly 40 vendors. One vendor was Billy Foster from Vicksburg. Foster hand makes all the knives he sells, and some knives take 3 weeks to complete. One observation from the show is the growing number of women attending and purchasing guns. Vendor Lori Martin explains that in today's society, women feel more threatened, so they're turning to firearms for protection.
This is a way they can actually take care of themselves and their families and make sure that they're protected. When they come out to a gun show, they can be shown several different types of guns and what is actually best for them.
Martin says the Walter PPK 380 is one of her top-selling guns for women since it's very user-friendly and has an external safety. Organizers are thrilled by the success of the event and are thinking about having another show this fall. Coming up on your Delta News at 10, jobs may be coming to the Delta. Don't go away, we'll have all the details coming up. Now here's Eric with another look at your weather. Eric?
After a sunny day, we're in for clear skies this evening, which should make temperatures drop a few more degrees as we go through the overnight hours. But by Monday morning, here's what you can expect as you head off back to school once again. We're going to see temperatures right around 47 degrees, so you might just need a light jacket, but we're going to quickly warm up so you'll be able to shed that by the time you get dropped back off after school with that slight south-southeasterly wind at 5 to 10 miles an hour. You're watching WXVT. It's your Delta News at 10.